So here's EarSketch. This is the link that I gave you in the classroom, earsketch.gatech.edu. And to get started, you're going to click the yellow Get Started button. The first thing you need to do when you get here is create an account. And you're going to click Register a New Account. Your username should be your S04 number that you used to log into MyClayton. Your password should be whatever password that you use to log into MyClayton. And your email address is something that you can remember. Your school email would be great. So if you forget your password, I don't have to do this because I've already got an account, but just let you know, you will have to make an account. So once your account is up and running, you're ready to go, you need to click here to create a new script. This is going to be what the name of your song is. For right now, for the one you're going to turn into me, just make it your name. And do not touch this. Leave it as Python. Don't even worry about it. So this is going to be your name. So once you're ready to put your sounds in, you're going to click the headphone folder. And before you start picking sounds, you have to write your code. So for every time you need a sound, you have to write fit media with a capital M, and then Shift 9 to make your parentheses. If you do not type that in, it will not work. So now that I'm ready to put my sounds in, I'm just going to click something random. And here are all the ones that are under that heading. So if I want to hear one, if I like it, I can click copy and paste, and it does it for me. Now, the next thing you have to do is put a comma, space, and here's the numbers that you have to have. Number 1 for the sound, that's sound clip number 1, comma, space. The second number is where you want it to start. So I want it to start immediately. As soon as the song starts, I hear that sound. So I'm going to start in measure 1. And I'm going to let it play all the way until measure 33, and that's going to be when the song stops. You have to have the numbers, the commas, and a space each time. So now I need to go and find another sound. So I'm going to stay in this dubstep category here, and I need some drums and some bass. So not really a fan. Let's see what else we got. I may have to go to another category. We'll take that one. So I have to go back here, put fit media with a capital M, and Shift 9 to make my parentheses. I chose this one. So I've got it copied and pasted. Now I need to add my numbers. This is track 2, so I have to make a 2, comma, space. I want it to start in measure 3, and comma, space, and I want it to end at measure 33, which is the end of the song. Right, we'll just do one more. And to make a new line, you just click enter. The last thing, we need some drums. So start listening. Okay, I like that one. So I'll go to fit media, Shift 9, copy and paste. I need comma. This is track 3. This is, I want it to start at the very beginning as well. So measure 1, and I want it to go to measure 33. I'll leave a line here. So now you've got your sounds in, and we want to hear what it sounds like. So in order to do that, you need to hit run. This will look and see if you have any mistakes in your code. And here we go. So that's what we had so far. If I want to make changes, I go over here and say I want to have my track 1 start later. I don't need to change the first one, that's my track 1. I need to change the second one. And at the very top, here are my measure numbers: 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So I wanted to start at measure 5. So type a 5 there. In order for the changes to take place, you have to hit run again. So there's my change. I'm going to go back to the beginning and hit play. Okay, so I like that better. I want to add a new sound, and this time I'm going to make a couple of mistakes just to show you what happens. So I'm not going to capitalize my M. And let's add a sound. We were in dubstep. It doesn't matter what it is, but there we go. And this is track 4. I'm not going to space. I'm going to just go comma and then a new number. I wanted to start at 7, just so you can tell where it's at, on 33. So I'm going to click off of it, and I'm trying to hit run. And this gives you the error messages. It'll tell you at the bottom what it is specifically. There's an error. It's fit media. The M is not capitalized, and it tells you on line 16. So I'm going to go back and fix that. And I'm going to try to hit run again. There it is. Let's see where my new one starts. Okay, so for instance, if I don't want that to be the entire length of the song, you can change your end point. So I want it to just play for measure 7 to measure 9. You can put 9 in there. Your script will still run without your commas and without your spaces, but it won't without your commas, and it just helps me to see it better to add the spaces in there. So let's try to run that and see what happens. So you can see it's worth 2 measures now. Measures 7, 8, and then ends at measure 9. Here's what it sounds like. So there you have multiple places. If you wanted to start again, you would do a new line, capital M, and then I want the same one, so I'm just going to copy paste there. This is track 5. I want it to start now at measure 11, so 9, 10, 11. And I want it to end at measure 13. So if you can't see your latest sound effect, scroll down, and there it'll be. So I'm going to start here. So there you go. A good rule to follow is that it should kind of be symmetrical. You don't want to do things in odd numbers. You want to have it kind of spaced out, balanced. And I'll show you how that you're going to turn it into me. So say you're completely done. You can go up here and put author, and then you could give a description, but it's not necessary. So then you need to right click here and go down to share. This is why you have to have an account. If you're not able to do this part, then you didn't make an account. So you have to make an account first. I need the shareable view only link, and I just need to copy it to the clipboard. So this is copied. I'm going to show you how you can turn it into me in a classroom. So this is a classroom that I'm in as a student. And I'm going to go here to add and create. And I have a link. I remember I have a shareable link. So I'm going to add my link here. Add link. And this is going to be a link to your song that I can open when you turn it in. And of course, I'm not going to actually submit this to Miss Ghost because she would be confused. But if I do click on it, it'll open it up for me to see the song. There it is. And then I, on my computer, will hit run to visit your song and listen to it. So that is a brief tutorial on how to do EarSketch encoding. Remember that you can edit things. You don't have to do 33 measures. You can make it longer, you can make it shorter, you can add different sounds, you can stop sounds. You don't have to make them as long. You can have little bursts of sounds, whatever you want to do. I suggest following this tutorial and then branching out and trying to make your own and being more creative with it. But anyway, here you go.